What's up, guys? Ferl back with the May in the bag, May 2021. This one's gonna be a little interesting. I've had some personal issues going on with the back. Also pretty disappointed in Discmania's release of the Eagles signature disc for his win. They released a disc he doesn't even throw, but anyways, we'll get into the putters. I carry Primal Run Evolution XL Hard Link. This is 175 grams embossed. Still loving the link. Excellent putter. Bill hooked me up with a backup to this one, so I got twins. Then Eldridge hooked me up. I got I'm probably gonna fuck this up. I believe it is a dynamic disc burst hard Warden, embossed 176. Very flat profile. It's pretty much the same as the Link, just no bead. I'm just hoping for a little bit more stability in headwind situations. I love the feel of it so far. That's working. What little I've used it. That's it for the putting putters. I guess I do use this occasionally for longer putts. This is a really seasoned 175 XL Hard Link with the mini wing stamp. Again, nice flat profile, nice bead on it. Feels good in hand. I do throw this occasionally 220 and under. It's pretty good off the tee too. Very late, hyzer flipped kind of disc. So it's good for those tricky fairways in Maine. This Active Line Sensei is in the bag. I haven't seen myself going to it recently at all, and what little times I have, it's kind of not working out the way I want to throw it. Still a sick disc, sweet foil, but right now I'm just not, I guess I'm not playing courses or need that kind of shot right now. This one, super pumped about this thing. I throw this way more than I ever thought I was going to. It's a Discmania C-Line P3X with the koi fish stamp on it. Super flat profile. Good bead, feels great in the hand. I love throwing this thing off the tee, so I do throw this a ton. Again, probably 260, 270 and under. I'm reaching for this. And then the Neo Tactic from the Mystery Box run. This one's embossed 175. It's got that sweet purple shatter foil on it. Very flat profile. It's good. It's good stability. I am really hoping for the Razor Claw 2 to just put these things to shame with stability. I find myself putting, just a little bit of ante on it, and it's not fighting out of it the way I want it to. So staying in the bag for now, but if those summer drops happen, probably replacing that. That's it for the putters. So we'll get into the mids. This one, literally brand new to my bag. I got it from Eldridge over the winter. It's a 180 gram penned C-Line MD XL with the end of an XL stamp. It's kind of pretty cool. And it has an MD2 stamp on there as well. Quite a bit of dome. It feels really good in the hand. It actually feels enormous, so having big hands, this feels like it feels really good. I'm only throwing it a couple times. It will bomb, goes pretty straight. I guess that's kind of what I wanted it for. So I think the more I work it into my bag, I'll be using it a lot more. So I'm glad I finally put it in there. This is like a super utility disc. This is a Neo Origin, 177 grams embossed. Pretty flat profile to it. It feels very comfortable in the hand. It's just a strictly hyzer flip distance kind of mid-range shot. I think it's hole 8 at Quaker. I throw this on a hyzer tight on the tree line. It flips up flat and continues to carry forward to the basket. So shots like that, get out of jail, type situations, I'll throw this. But again, it's very situational. I'll go rounds where I don't even throw this, but it's good to have in there. Next up, sweet C-Line MD4 pen, 180 grams, has an awesome European Open stamp on it. It's one of my favorite stamps out there. Pretty flat profile, feels great in the hand, and it's just that little bit of extra beef over my MD3s and not quite as beefy as my MD5, so I do like throwing this. Next, the MD5. XL mystery box stamp, pink with the yellow stamp. Again, it's beef. Just really hoping the mutant puts this to shame. I was throwing Gator 3s before this, and they're definitely more overstable than the MD5, but this is working where I made that complete switch. So it's good, like forehand, backhand, kind of hits the ground, doesn't really want to go anywhere, so I like throwing that. Next up, probably one of the mids I throw the most. This is a newer 180 gram Color Glow Crowned Eagle MD3, the Eagle McMahon edition. Super flat, super comfortable in the hand. The plastic's beautiful, very durable. I absolutely love it. So 330 and under, this is probably what I'm going for straighter shots. So that's always going to be in the bag. This one is 177 gram embossed Color Glow C-Line MD3 Eagle McMahon Crowned Eagle edition. This one's seasoned pretty well. Get a good hyzer flip out of it, or flat to Annie out of it. So I love having these in the bag. Very trusty, save me a lot of strokes. The fairway section of my bag is kind of weird right now. Yeah, I have a big gap in my bag I need to fill. I feel like Nate's having the same issue I am, but so right now I guess the 7. I got 2 7s in here. So I have a prototype S-Line FD2. Very overstable for something that's supposed to be a T-bird. It's extremely overstable. I basically only use it for forehands or shorter skip shots where the FD3 is just too much. I'll reach for this. I do like it a lot. It's very overstable, and that's sweet to have. You know, the MD5, FD3, and then the FD2. So this is an absolute bomber. Color Glow C-Line FD, Nate Perkins edition, Night Strike 2. Pretty seasoned. It's going way further than I ever thought it was going to. So Nate did hook me up with a new one, which I think eventually is going to go in the bag, but I'm going to keep this one in there because this is easy distance and very controllable too. I love the FD. Next, Neo Essence. This thing got beat up today. 174 grams embossed. Very good hyzer flip disc. Again, very easy distance. It has a ton of glide on it, so easy to throw when you get those tight, tricky fairways in Maine. It's good to have one of these. Next up, she's ugly, but I trust it. C-Line FD3 pen, 175 grams. It's got nasty ink on the bottom. I don't know why anyone would do that to a C-Line disc, but go-to forehand disc. Probably 300 feet and in. I'd go to this. Good chip shots, good bomb. I can Annie it, and it fights out of it, so I like having that. This one is an embossed FD3, C-Line FD3, again with the koi fish stamp on it. It's 175 grams. It flies very similar to the blue one. I think this one is just a little more understable, and I don't know why. I don't know if there's a difference in runs of the pen ones and embossed ones, but I like this one. I will get a little bit more distance than the blue one without having to force that Annie over on it. So I like having 2 of them in the bag. A little bit of a insurance type thing. Speed 10. We'll go speed 10 and 11. The first speed 10, which is kind of funny. I did not think I was going to like this disc because of the color. Most everyone that watches these knows I don't like yellow, and this is as close to yellow as you can get without being yellow. But it's got the sweet big wing stamp on it. It's an embossed S-Line PD, 175 grams. Great profile. Feels great in the hand, and this thing bombs pretty good for me. Very trusty into a headwind too. I found that out in Florida. I haven't really thrown this that much, but it works good so far. Next up, another super easy distance bomber disc. It's 175 gram penned S-Line CD3. I guess they say the numbers are pretty similar to a Wraith, but I want to say a Wraith has a 3 fade and this only has 2. and I notice it, you know, when this gets into an S turn, it doesn't hyzer out of it as hard as Wraiths. So I really like throwing this long, straight holes where I get a little bit of movement to get that S flight out of it. Probably touch 400-ish with one of these. I guess we'll go understable. Next, S-Line TD2. One shot none of us really practice in our game is the roller, and that's exactly what I had in my head when I asked for one of these. It's another hookup from Nate. I want that easy roller, you know, distance disc. So this one, I'm not throwing it on the backhand ante lines and stuff like that, or hyzer flip lines. I'm basically only going to this if I have a low ceiling, really far shot. I will try the roller with this. I'm not super consistent with them, but I have gotten a couple good rollers, so I really look forward this summer to trying to lock down that roller game. Then another hookup from Nate. I got the Lone Howl 2 Colt Montgomery Signature Edition S-Line PD, swirly S-Line PD. This thing's very beef compared to the other PD, but I do like it. It's actually a really good forehand disc, good backhand flare skip kind of thing. So yeah, and it's beautiful, sweet red stamp on that green swirly disc. Looks really cool. So that stays in the bag. And next, probably my favorite speed to throw, I got the Speed 12. Currently I got 4 Speed 12s right now. I think as the summer goes on, I'm probably going to phase out one of these discs, but we'll start with the DD3s. This one's been in my bag for a little bit. It's got the red foil stamp on it. It's embossed 173.5. It's a very good driver. It's pretty stable for a DD3, and it's getting seasoned slightly. So I trust it more into a headwind than I do the second one I'm going to show you. So this one stays in just in case we got a little bit of extra wind on any of these courses. This one though, went down to Florida a couple weeks ago. Nate hooked me up with this one I got there. It's a 171 gram embossed DD3, and this thing absolutely bombs. I mean, from the very first throw I threw with it, this saved me a ton of strokes down there in Florida. I haven't got to play much here in Maine with it, but it bombs. So this one's definitely staying in the bag. I think this is going to end up being one of my longest flying discs in the bag. Next, the last DD3, 173.5 embossed DD3. This one is definitely more stable than the other two. It's probably going to turn into a good longer forehand disc and definite headwind kind of disc. So that's staying in the bag for now too. And the Speed 12, the lip on these is it's so comfortable when you have bigger hands. So next up, absolutely love this disc. It's 173.5 embossed swirly S-Line PD2. It's the XL from the Mystery Box Edition. Skyrider run. This thing is a bomber. It saves me so much on my forehands and backhand skip shots. So it's an excellent disc, and it feels so good in the hand. So I don't think this one's ever coming out. And last but not least, I got the 13 175 gram penned DD2 S-Line. I got this one from Nate. Kind of wanted to replace my Colossus, and there's not really anything in the Discmania lineup with those kind of flight numbers, so I went with this, and so far it is the furthest disc I've ever thrown. So I'm going to keep going with this. It has a beautiful S-turn full flight out of it as long as you get it high enough. So I'm going to keep working on it as the summer goes on, and I think this is going to be, this might beat out the DD3s for the furthest. So that's it for disc. I got the sweet hand-eye supply metal mini from Eldridge. I love this thing. I carry towel, Discmania towel, old school birdie bag with the sawdust in it. I got my sanding block in case you get some crazy scratches on any of your disc. And I think a couple Sharpies in case anyone gets some aces. I got the porcupine tag from Bill. Shout out to Bill. Thank you. I think that's it, guys. See you next month.